Oh, welcome back. I'm just getting ready to put the front axle back together. I've done part of it. I think it's must be the near side. That's the off side. We start off with the half shaft. The UJs in the half shaft's actually fine, so I'm not going to touch those. Obviously the bearing I've had to change. I had a bit of trouble getting the main bearing off, or the inner race, so what I had to do, I tried pulling it off and it wouldn't have it, so what I did, that you can see on here now, oh, the camera's gone here, I had to grind it off. I put like an X shape in it, X cut in it, so what I did, I put an X sort of down there and down there, and on the opposite side, and just split it open. Then I managed to get my puller behind the retainer, and pull it off. To get it back on, all I did really with the inner race, I used a bit of indirect heat. I've got a heat gun somewhere, hiding there, so I don't know where it is, I must put it away. I heated it up, and I just slid it over, and it just went in there nicely. The retaining sleeve was a different matter. What I've done, I got a propane torch, and I heated it up till it went to light straw, the colour. You can see it's still light straw now, and that slips straight over nicely. It's a nice snug fit. So that's the half shaft actually done. The swivel, that's ready to go back in. All I've got to do now is just clean that face up. I put the bearing in. That went into a lovely one. It went in a treat actually. What I did, I put the actual swivel, whole swivel in the oven. I left it in there for half an hour, and the bearing itself, I put it in the fridge, or the freezer rather, overnight. And when I put them out, it just fell straight in, so that's no problem. Exactly the same with the top bush and the bottom one. That's exactly the same. The outer race of the taper roller, that went in the freezer as well. So the swivel's ready to go back on. Just need to clean that face off. I've got the new oil seals, or lip seals, or whatever you're going to call them, and the retainers. You can see they're quite nice. You can see the old one there. The state that was. The actual rub is actually rock hard. This is nice and flexible. I've just got them out of the bag just to make sure they are the right ones. The thing I must remember to do before I put the swivels on is put the seals on these bolts. I'm pretty sure loads of people have done that before. Right, the extra's all ready. I was actually waiting for the gasket. I did order all the parts, but unfortunately Craddock's forgot to send me the gasket. I did have some gasket paper, but it wasn't quite wide enough, so I had to wait for the gasket to come down. That's all ready, it's all cleaned, wiped out. All the flanges on the end, they're all clean. They're ready to accept the seals in there. What else we got? And the diff itself. That's all been checked over. That's all cleaned. That's all ready to go back in. Again, I know I said it before, I've got the gasket in there. That's all ready. So the only thing I'm waiting for now really is some Haldite. I wanted to put a gasket sealer. It's a really sort of old type of sealer, but it's absolutely fantastic. It just never ever leaks. And unfortunately, nobody local to where I live sells it. So I've had to go on Fleabay and order some. I was hoping it's going to turn up today, but it didn't. So as soon as it turns up, it won't be a problem. Oh yeah, on the extra as well, on these studs, I did run a die nut down them all, because a couple of them, well, one of them in particular was actually rusted up where the nut had come off before. So that's all ready to go. So all I need to do is put some Haldite on there, get the diff in, put the diff, or there's a oil seal goes in there, which I've got, and all I need to do is assemble all that and torque it all down. So that's pretty much it. So we're just waiting again for delivery of some Haldite. So as soon as that turns up, we'll get cracking. So next time, hopefully I'll see you. The diff will be in, and this side here, that'll have the half shaft in as well. Well, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.